So today we're going to talk a little bit about Infinite Edge. You're a fairly new company, so I guess the starting point would be to give people a bit of background about, why you formed it and what it is you're looking to do.
Yeah, certainly. So Infinite Edge started with a desire to increase DTE's, which is the parent company's services and solutions capabilities, and to really embrace the customer lifecycle journey and move away from a simple hardware supply. So DT had been involved in an invitation-only program called ACES, which was run by our main distribution partner, Tech Data, and it provided us with a lot of insight about where Cisco and other core vendors are heading and what Tech Data themselves are putting in place to enable partner transformation. And that really kicked off the whole idea. DT itself is kind of up to 22 years old and is well established and successful. So instead of trying to turn that ship around, we decided that a new subsidiary would be the best vehicle to move forward with, and Infinite Edge came to life.
Okay, and you describe yourselves as a sort of next generation IT solutions provider. So how would you define that sort of phrase, and also what does it mean in practice in terms of what you're planning to do or already doing different maybe from some of your competition?
When we say next generation, it's not just about kind of cutting edge tech that goes beyond the usual infrastructure, but it's also about challenging ourselves and our customers to take the next step in the thought process. So, for example, the quantity of RFPs that comes out to market has plummeted in recent years because the type of projects that are happening just simply can't be brought to life with a kit list anymore. We're really letting customers know that we're going to share and support their vision, whatever it is, and take time to gain a deeper understanding of their business and apply the technology that helps them realize their goals. So we're an agile organization, and we're focused on being specialized in technology areas and verticals. We don't want to be everything for everyone, and that's the way we provide real value. Our mission is really to help organizations use technology to improve their business performance.
Okay, and in terms of some of the technologies that you are sort of offering within the portfolio, you said obviously not entirely cutting edge, but I guess the IoT part is fairly new to I suppose people have been using sensors for donkey's years, but the concept of IoT is a relatively new one. So what is it you're doing around the Internet of Things in particular?
Yeah, IoT is a really interesting space, and the deeper level of connectivity and information that things like the IoT sensors can provide have amazing benefits to businesses, and especially those investing in Industry 4.0 changes. Sensors, giving machines on manufacturing lines the ability to self-diagnose problems and order parts for preventative maintenance. Video solutions using smart cameras are giving intelligence on how customers feel and what their demographics are. And the power in your building can be intelligently controlled. I think when you bring together all of the components of an IoT solution, where you've got the data gathering, you've got secure connectivity, and then you've got artificial intelligence and machine learning data platforms from hyperscalers, the possibilities to solve problems in supply chain, health and safety, environmental sustainability are endless.
And in terms of another area that you're focusing on, that clearly the pandemic has disrupted us all in various ways, and hybrid, I guess, was a popular word in IT anyway, to do with the cloud maybe and other things. But the hybrid workplace has become a particular sort of focus for people, as office, remote working, all that kind of stuff. So what is it in particular? What technology do you bring around that, or what approach are you helping folks with when it comes to that space?
Yeah. So when the pandemic hit, people were just sent home to work for an unspecified length of time, and in most cases, companies were implementing solutions as time went on, and the situation got a bit more permanent. Everyone was just really playing it by ear. And now, for the most part, we're having to learn to live with COVID, and there's more openness to hybrid working, but there are a lot of people out there without robust remote working solutions, and security is still a big issue. So that's a hole we're helping to fill. But what we're really looking at is long-term strategy to give employees a consistent experience wherever they are, and where possible, utilize technologies like augmented reality to ensure work can be done quickly and accurately without the need to travel. And that sort of thing reduces environmental impact, and it gives people more time to do other things that are important to them.
Okay, and in terms of your focus on collaboration, is that sort of, I guess that's linked to to the sort of hybrid workplace in the sense you've got people in different locations all trying to work together. But is there something more specifically with collaboration when people are working on a, in a project, for example? How do you see that space?
Yeah, so collaboration can definitely be viewed as a subset of hybrid workplace, but there is definitely more to it than that. So with the technology now, being able to connect your operations team, for example, to a key manufacturer in the Far East with your video conferencing assistant translating in real time, or utilizing VR to collaborate on prototype designs. And as we've seen really recently, the global medical community pooling resources to develop vaccinations at lightning speed shows that collaboration gives incredible opportunities if you can bring people together in a uniform way.
And in terms of maybe a slightly higher level, I know you sort of promote the idea of digital business performance. Obviously, the topics we've talked about probably come under that heading, but what is it, I suppose, at the higher level that you're trying to achieve with that sort of description?
Yeah, our digital business performance solutions are really targeted to address end-to-end visibility to maximize the user experience when they're accessing corporate applications that, that in some cases are really running the business. And when you have distributed IT teams that are focused on different parts of the whole stack, it can be quite difficult and slow to identify where problems have occurred. And while that's happening, employees or customers really can't access the applications they need. So the full stack observability solutions eliminate the guesswork and give real-time visibility and actionable insights across the entire IT estate, and show not only the health of the applications, network and services, but the health of the infrastructure, and whether that's traditional or cloud or WAN.
And as we discussed, I mean, you've alluded to some of the benefits of these technologies, but I know you have a sort of, whether it's a 20, whatever you want, a short list of sort of benefits that you do promote, particularly. I'm thinking speed to market, you're helping people with that, service effectiveness, and then I think new business model creation. So can you perhaps just give us a little outline as to how you focus on each of those areas?
Yeah, so service effectiveness is all about the digital business performance and collaboration. It's reaching your employees, your supply chain partners, and your customers, wherever they are, and giving them a great and uniform digital experience. New business model creation is the next gen thinking part. How a business is going to gain a competitive edge and capture the imagination of their customers and streamline their operations. For example, marketing departments are now one of the largest consumers of IT. They're coming up with really innovative ways to engage customers using IoT and data analytics to understand them at a deeper level, and they're creating new streams of revenue from that insight.
Okay. And in terms of, I mean, obviously the channel, you have a set of vendors or whatever behind you, so it'd be interesting to know who you're engaged with, whose solutions technology you're working with at this moment in time. And then perhaps you can also share, without giving any secrets, what the future roadmap is as well, if that's not too much to ask.
Sure, no problem. So we're creating a strong ecosystem of technology partners. So we're a Cisco Premier certified partner with an advanced enterprise networking specialization, and our goal is to attain Cisco Gold certification in 3 years. As part of the ecosystem we're building, we're developing partner relationships with Bright Cloud Group, who augment our collaboration services, APC for power solutions, NTP for end-to-end supply chain visibility, and Amazon Web Services. So, and from a distribution partner, we're teaming with Tech Data. They've really given us everything we could possibly ask for, and they're massively invested in our success. In terms of where we're headed, as we're really new in the market, despite having a 22-year-old parent, we're focusing our efforts on new client acquisition. We spent a lot of time training our sales team, who are already industry experts in what goes into our technology pillars that we've spoken about, and they're taking that message out to their verticals. Having a consultative and specialized approach we think will deliver more value to customers along the entire life cycle of our engagements. And I think upcoming, we've got a really exciting event in sports technology, and we're putting a lot of energy into that right now, and really looking forward to seeing what that has to offer.
And you've alluded to verticals a couple of times, and you've just obviously mentioned the sports industry. Which other sort of areas are you focusing on, specifically at this moment?
So we're looking at retail and oil and gas industry and manufacturing. They're really the big ones that we're looking into, the ones that we think what we have to offer will have the most impact.
Okay, so maybe just as we finish up, you've sort of outlined quite a lot about the company's strategy, the technologies, but what would be the one or two sort of key messages to put up, to bring across in terms of what you think you're bringing to this market? Obviously, the channel is quite a busy space and people are up to all kinds of things. So what do you think in particular, again, just emphasize it is that you're bringing to customers?
So we're really an evolution of the current value-added reseller landscape. And what we're doing is we're really going all in straight away on new technologies and business models that even the bigger VARs are really struggling to get to grips with because it's such a change. Our value really resides in the problems we solve through the technology in the verticals we're targeting. The solutions to the problems are relevant not just to IT managers, but to other lines of business, marketing, HR, operations, finance, and those people want to innovate with technology, and we're challenging them to bring their wish list to us. In return, we'll provide a consultative engagement we call the Digital Business Innovation Framework, where we go through different stages to diagnose and we analyze, define a solution roadmap, implement support, monitor the performance of the solution, and provide continuous improvements. These provide clear benefits to internal, external customers, and they give real, robust financial returns. And I think it's important that within the framework, we're involving all of the stakeholders and making sure the customer experience is the very best anyone can offer.
Okay, and I'd maybe finally, just be interested to know what, because you've been going, I'm trying to think, is it 6 or 7 months? So just be nice to know what reception you have had, in terms of customer engagement. Have they generally welcomed your different approach, or just thoughts on how it's been going so far?
Yeah, I mean, it's very early days, so we've spent a lot of time really with generating our roadmap. Where are we going and why? And we're really understanding that and how our sales guys can understand that and take it out to market. And so far, the response we've had has been really, really good. It's a very interesting way of approaching customers, and the feedback that we're getting is that it's something they've not really experienced before.
Okay, well, that's great. I mean, it's been lovely to chat to you. So, Ross, thanks very much indeed for your time. Thank you.
No, thank you very much.